Hey, so I'm going to go over all of the shampoos and conditioners that Monat has and have a little bit of a description, how I recommend or why I would recommend these particular shampoos for certain hair types. But just know that a detailed list of these shampoos and conditioners is in the back office. There's like ingredient lists and things like that. So if you need a little bit more information, just check out your back office. But I've been using and selling Monat for almost 2 years now. Well, using for 2 years, selling for a year. So I've learned a lot about what to recommend, which shampoos and conditioners to maybe stay away from, and which ones to recommend the most. So here's a little bit of my input and what I would recommend for my team. So we're going to start with the most clarifying and then work our way down to the most hydrating and moisturizing. So the one I want to start off with first is the Intense Repair Treatment, the shampoo and conditioner. It also comes with the IRT spray, but first I want to talk about the shampoo and conditioner. So I just want to say that 99.999% of people do not need this pair. This is basically a clinical shampoo and conditioner that is recommended way too much. It is very, 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 very clarifying. So if you've heard, anybody say, well, Monat made my hair fall out, it didn't necessarily make their hair fall out. It just had any little hair that was even remotely close to shedding, it got rid of it, because its job is to clean out that bulb that your hair strand sits in and grows from and get it ready to start growing newer, healthy hair. So this is just too clarifying for most everybody. I don't ever recommend it. I've only recommended it once, and that person had alopecia. Think of this as for like people who have had chemo, or like really old people who like hardly have any hair on top. This is for people who are pretty much already bald, okay? So don't even recommend the conditioner. I used to recommend this conditioner because it has Wave Max in it, so it was good for curly girls, but I've even had girls have some shedding even just using the conditioner. So there's just so many other great options that Monat has that it's just best to stay away from these. If you think that you should recommend it, please ask me or your market partner first so we can make sure that that person actually needs it. Even if they do, I would still only recommend using like maybe one bottle and then moving on to something else. This is not a long-term solution for anybody, okay? But the spray, on the other hand, is really great for anybody who has thinning or bald spots, especially on the temple, on the hairline, men who have like receding hairlines. It's great for anybody. So don't be afraid to recommend this. This is great for everybody to use. Recommendation is twice a day. It can be applied on dry or wet hair. All right, the next somewhat clarifying shampoo is the clarifying shampoo. So this doesn't have like any Rejuvenate oil or anything in it. It's kind of like a gel consistency. It's really just to clean like literally dirty hair. So think like in the summer, like you're at the beach or you work outside and you have lots of dust in your hair. So this is a really great first wash option. Or if you have really, really, really oily hair, it's a good first wash option too. So I tend to use this in the summer when my hair is like actually dirty from being outside. The next option is the men's 2-in-1 black shampoo and conditioner. This is a really great option for both men and women. It is very clarifying. So again, if you have oily hair, this is a great option. Like oily or dirty hair. It's not just for men, but I will say that if a man inquires and wants Monat, if he is already on the dry side, I wouldn't actually recommend this just because it is clarifying and it can make their scalp drier. If they are on the dry side, I would recommend something that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. So girls, just so you know, just because they're a man doesn't mean that they automatically need this, but this can be a good option. So this has, I think it's about like double the amount of Capixyl, the growth ingredient that the other shampoos have. So that's why a lot of men use it, and a lot of women who've had like postpartum hair loss will use this too. So, and it smells kind of minty. A lot of people like that smell. So the next options here we have are the volume shampoo and conditioners called Revive and Revitalize. Again, this is pretty clarifying because this job is to remove oil from your scalp to give volume. So again, if somebody is on the drier side of their scalp, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this shampoo. But again, great for oily gals or just anybody who wants volume. This would be a good wash. This conditioner is a good conditioner for women who just want like a lighter option, or if they have thin, fine ends, oily ends. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this conditioner if somebody has like really thick, dry ends. They're going to need something a bit more hydrating. All right, so a great moisturizing option is Renew. So Renew and Revive are like the OGs of Monat. This is what Monat started on when they first became a company. Like these were the only two options. So I kind of like to start here. I think most people can have benefit from one of these two. I actually use both pretty much all year long. I use the volume in the summer and then Renew in the winter when my scalp's more dry. But Renew is great for moisture. So when you think of moisture, there's a difference between moisture and hydration. Moisture you get from more oil-based type products. Hydration you get from water. So there's other products that have hydration. This has a little bit of both, but I'd say more moisture. It has a lot of Rejuvenique oil in it. It has the most Rejuvenique oil in it out of all the shampoos. Again, this has the growth ingredients as well. So let's say you have a male client that has thinning hair, but he has a really dry scalp. I would actually start him off with this and see if this would be moisturizing enough for him. All right, so the next hydrating option is the smoothing shampoo and conditioner. So this is meant for people who have really frizzy, dry hair. This is a good conditioner. This would be like the next step down from Revitalize. So it's still hydrating, but not like super heavy. So if you need a little bit more than the Revitalize, this would be a good conditioner option for that person. And the smoothing shampoo is good too. Even if you have fine, thin hair like me, it's not going to be terribly heavy like maybe this next guy would be. So the next one is the Advanced Hydrating Shampoo and Conditioner. So this has hydrating properties in it. It has hyaluronic acid in it. And I don't have the little vials. I'll talk about that in a different video. So again, remember there's a difference between moisture and hydration. If somebody needs a big drink of water on their scalp or their hair, these would be a great option. I actually don't mind using this conditioner on my ends. I don't feel like it's too heavy, but it could be for somebody who maybe has shorter hair than me. All right, and then, I don't have this on hand because this is new, the new Super Nourish Oil Cream Duo. So this was specifically made for people who have really thick, curly, like ethnic type of hair. So basically anybody who has really thick, dry hair, this would be a great option. It's a low sudsing shampoo, so tell them that they may not even get a very good sudsy wash even on their second wash, but it's still doing the good. And then the other shampoos that we have are the color shampoos. This is the Perfectly Platinum. There's also the Brilliant Blonde and then the Brunette option. I don't have those on hand. But I'd say the most popular one would be this purple shampoo. So this is going to reduce brassiness, keep those bright white blondes bright and white. I do want to say that another option for keeping your blondes white and bright is the black. Because it's so clarifying, it's going to wash away any buildup. And the buildup is what causes that brassiness on those blondes. Okay, so I think that's all the shampoos. We do have the children's line, of course. This is the shampoo and then the conditioner. This can work for adults who are like, if they just have a lot of sensitivities, they're sensitive to everything, anything makes them, kind of maybe break out a little bit, you could try them on the kids line actually, because it's very like gentle wash. So that's always an option too. Okay, on to the next video.